Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most powerful tools in any creative project, the design brief. Seriously, this is the document that turns that spark of an idea, that feeling you have, into something real you can actually see. So, how does it do that? I mean, think about it for a second. You have this idea in your head. It feels, I don't know, futuristic or maybe warm and hopeful. But how in the world do you explain that feeling to someone else, like a designer? So what they make is what you're actually picturing. That's the problem, right? That's the challenge we're going to solve today. And the answer, the thing that professionals use to stop that creative miscommunication dead in its tracks, is the design brief. You got to think of it as more than just a list of instructions. It's really a complete blueprint for your idea. So what is it, officially? Well, a design brief is a set of instructions that guides the whole design process. But really, it's so much more than that. It's like a pact. It's the shared language that makes sure the client's vision and the creator's execution are perfectly in sync from day one. If you get this part right, trust me, everything else just flows. Okay, theory is great, but to really see how this works, we're going to break down two amazing real-world examples. They're for totally different projects with completely different end goals, but they both show us the universal truths of what makes a brief truly powerful. All right, first up, we've got a brief for something super specific and personal, a professional banner for a web developer's LinkedIn profile. The challenge here is to build a whole brand identity in just one single powerful image. And check this out. This is what makes this brief so good. It doesn't just say, make it look techy. No way. It paints a picture with words. An abstract futuristic city made of glowing code lines. I mean, that one phrase immediately gives the designer a super strong visual and a whole vibe to run with. And you can see how all the other details just build on that core idea. The goal? A LinkedIn banner. Directly leads to a key constraint. You need lots of empty space on the left for the profile picture, right? The city of code idea is backed up by a very specific style, clean, modern, minimal, and a precise color palette that just screams tech and innovation. See? Every single piece works together. Okay, now let's completely switch gears. We're going to look at our second case study and see how these same rules apply in a totally different world. We're going from a sleek, personal tech brand to a community-driven NGO that needs to inspire people to volunteer. And you can just feel the emotional shift right away. The brief starts with its heart, its mission. Volunteers are the backbone of change. This isn't about looking futuristic at all. This is about showing impact, connection, and hope. The entire design has to serve that one central message. And look at how that mission shapes every single instruction. The goal is to recruit volunteers, so the style has to be super clear, clean typography, strong contrast. The colors aren't technical, they're emotional, warm, hopeful. And the main visual? It's not abstract code. It's a central human silhouette representing community. Even the technical stuff, like making it suitable for both print and digital, is absolutely vital for an organization trying to reach people everywhere. So, there we have it. Two wildly different projects. One is all about tech, the other is all about togetherness. Let's put them side by side now and really dig into what makes both of these briefs work so well. When you just look at the big picture vision, the difference is just night and day. The developer is all about personal branding, the mood is modern, high-tech, and the focus is abstract and individual. The NGO, their goal is community action. The mood is warm and hopeful, and the focus is collective and human. A great brief sets this top-level vision from the very first sentence. Okay, now let's drill down into the specifics. This is where you see how that big vision becomes real, actionable rules. For color, the developer needs specific text shades like deep blue, while the NGO needs an emotional range, a warm, hopeful palette. And the don'ts are just as important as the do's. No people for the developer to keep things abstract versus no external stock photos for the NGO to keep things authentic. Specificity is absolutely everything. So here's the big takeaway. The key to a successful project isn't about having more ideas. It's about having clearer ideas. It doesn't matter if your goal is a futuristic city of code or a feeling of human connection. Both of these briefs succeed because they are built on specific, intentional choices. They get rid of the guesswork and give the creator the freedom to actually do their best work. So that brings us to the most important part of all this. How can you take these lessons and use them? How do you take your own vision and get it this clear so that you end up with something amazing? It's actually a pretty simple 4-step guide. 1. Define your core message. What's the one thing you need to say? 2. Describe the mood using powerful, evocative words. 3. Set clear constraints. Remember, telling someone what not to do is often as helpful as telling them what to do. And finally, 4. Nail down the technical needs. It's a simple checklist, but it can literally transform your entire creative process. You see, a great design brief is so much more than just a piece of paper. It's the first and maybe the most important step in bringing any idea to life. It's the moment you turn a vague feeling into a concrete plan. So the only question left for you is, what blueprint will you write next?